Hello, greetings. This is Jason from EOG Evolutions of Gaming. Sorry, I'm just gonna go and move this down a little bit, but I just wanted to go and have some little words of the day and thoughts. And I was just thinking of new versus old, and some good, like good changes, bad changes, or whether you thought that they were actually better than the original. Now, a case in point, I had a conversation with a guy that was over here playing on our consoles here at Nature's Market, where we were both playing Street Fighter 2, and the conversation went something like this. He's like, this is a pretty good game. He's like, yeah, have you played the newest one? I was like, no, not really. But I was like, what game I think is my personal favorite fighting game of all time? And he's like, well, what is it? And I'm like, well, I think it's Marvel vs. Capcom 2. To be frank, I said I love the character selection, and I like the way they would fight, the 3-on-3 fights, the moves, the way it goes. I was just like, back in the day I was forward, but I still have my old 360, and I still have it on there. And occasionally I take it out for a good play. I'd love to do a tournament with it and bring people here on a Saturday. And I see how many people come in through by promotion. That'd be a great idea. And he was like, yeah, that's one of my favorites too. And I'm like, I played 3, and 3 was good, but I thought 2 was better. And then they came out with the one, Capcom vs. Marvel. I want to say it right. Is it Infinity or Infinitus? I'm just going off the top of my head down. And that one just recently came out and has like way less character selection, and the people that fight. They're going for stones, but they're not doing the 3-on-3 type of fighting anymore. And roughly a lot of the characters got slashed that used to be there. To me, personally speaking, I find Marvel 3 and that one on the downslope. The 2 beats them out hands down. I'm not going to go and compare it to Marvel vs. Capcom 2 for other games of the current era now, but for going down the ladder line, yeah, kind of stinks. So, and then I was looking at it through the development of, aside from the conversation that I had with the gentleman from that, with just video games, I thought about consoles. I was like, well, what consoles were really good and really bad going forward? I had an Atari growing up. I had an Atari 2600. And, you play that, and then you go to a Nintendo Entertainment System, and you're like, wow, the jump's big, the games are better. And you just were like, this was just a better overall product. And you go from, like me, I went from Nintendo Entertainment System, and I jumped to the Super Nintendo, and you're like, boom, there it is again. Big changes, better gaming. The 1 to 2s, the 3s, they kind of just keep going good. And then you get to, from that, I'll use what I had. I've always been in gaming all the time. Come on, do a YouTube site. But certain ones, I really didn't think that they were just like the jumps weren't as big. Like GameCube to the Wii. Was that a huge jump? Wii from the Wii U, was that a huge jump? No. Wii U to the Switch? No, Nintendo Switch? Graphics wise, it's a reach, but I'll say this, for that one being not only a home console, but innovative to be take it as you go, with Nintendo doing the things with all their damn controllers like they always do, I'll give that one serious props. And I'll give Nintendo props because they always try doing something different, like their controllers, from the Wii to the Wii U with this little pad. But I think the Switch was a bigger jump. But for half of them that I just said, from the GameCube, from the Wii to the Wii U, not really. Each one's a little bit pricey. Go on with Microsoft. The Xbox 360, it was a jump. The only difference was, though, the 360 for the early part was the red ring of death and problems. So you kind of tempered that. But the jump from the 360 to the Xbox One graphic rise, you can say they're sharper, but legendary jump? No, not really. Not that I don't know. Just going from the older days, like I said, you go from Atari to Nintendo to Super Nintendo, or if you even jumped it from Atari, Nintendo, and you've got the Sega Genesis. I mean, you see pretty big jump, and you kind of don't see it. Like PlayStation to PlayStation 2, freaking awesome jump, phenomenal. And PlayStation 2 to the PlayStation 3, it was a jump. It was better, but like I said, I just didn't see it to be a glorious change. PlayStation 3 to PlayStation 4, the graphics are better. There's certain small changes, like their controller, for instance. For the controller, they just added a little screen black center part. That was really it. And you could go and screen, you can share play and do stuff like that. So from that point, yeah, but graphics wise are a little bit sharper, but not a supreme jump that it seemed like in the old days. But still well worth it. Now there's going to be another one coming out probably in the next 2 years. I don't think it's going to be in the rest of 2019. If it's anywhere, it'd be like in the end of 2020 or definitely 2021. And do the whole switch over. I hear Microsoft is going to go away from games and they're going to just do the streaming. I did a poll over on the EOG Evolutions of Gaming site, and also PlayStation 4 I think is going to keep up with the current way. Personally speaking, I don't mind just buying the content online. To be frank, it's less space that you have to have, but I can see why having a disc would be a good thing too. Maybe I don't know. It's better to have something physical in your hand sometimes. Don't know. But anyhow, those were my thoughts for the day, and I'll come back with videos here and there. Tell me what you think, and if you can, go on EOG Evolutions of Gaming on my YouTube page. It's the same thing, EOG Evolutions of Gaming. Subscribe, like. Same thing on Facebook. Join our page. I'm always adding new content all the time. And thank you. You guys have yourself a great day.